Feels good to be back in position 4. Because I was not being able to pick Helena. And I want to be able to pick Helena. Unfortunately, she's not in this row, so not an option. Have some good BG cards that won't get to me. And some decent techs. I think the leader here is Ilban. He's good in position 4. Always has been. And, you know, he can flex to whatever we need him to do, really. There's an argument for Beast because of the negotiate withdraw, but that's not usually how I play. The vanity of the green one got green, so that's nice. Ooh, there goes my mouse. Wow, they went fast. It's already my turn. Went to go pee and I'm already up. This is my favorite combat to win, too. And somehow, smuggling is still available. What on earth happened? Okay, so fold space from the green one. Tessia goes still suits. Beast, hog a basin. Kind of an odd play. We can wealth Mentat. But why would we do that when smuggling is available? If I can get smuggling going forth, I think I should take it. If that somehow gets back to me, I get my Swordmaster round 2. Because I can play the Signet Ring and get that last Solari I need. Dagger will get me to 5 Persuasion. That's a satellite ban. Or possibly a Negotiate withdrawal. We just don't... The problem is we just don't know. We don't know what the row's going to be. Because all this stuff is going to get bought out. Okay. So if we play Diplomacy, we can pretty much only take secrets. Round 1 Spy. That's really interesting. I haven't done that before, and I haven't seen a whole lot of that. So on the merits, Carthage is way better than secrets. In the end of the game, we might wish we had gone secrets. We can go Carthage and still get the sister. Okay. That's pretty good. Don't know what the beast is packing in his hand, but he already played 1 dagger, so there's a good chance we get second if we put in 2 troops. Yep, Memnon gets the shadows. Looks like the sister goes to Tessia. Maybe we should have gone Arcane. But there's 2 cards that have 0 persuasion that we would regret drawing, so if we have to get a liaison, it'll be okay. We do prefer the liaison here because it goes to green, which Spice Hunter does not. Oh, this is a pretty sick artwork. Staring down at the worm. she doesn't get the sister. Okay, and Imperial Spy is a good one, so I'll most likely have a good card no matter what. Imperial Spy might actually be better than the sister. Not sure. They were very fast in taking their first actions. Okay, so he's going to get the withdrawal, right? That's by far the best thing for him. No surprises there. 5. He did have a second dagger, actually. Take the sister. Because it has more persuasion. So we only get 2 Solari. That's okay, though. That's plenty enough to get our Swordmaster if we get smuggling again. Although we probably won't. Memnon gets to go up on Guild, which is pretty awesome, actually. Having double faction access really helped him out. This would be very good for us. Okay, so Tessie takes that immediately. Not a surprise. That didn't make it back. Especially when she drew double faction, so she couldn't even go to a faction. We could get to 5 Solari from Wealth and get like a High Council round too. That would be kind of interesting. I don't think that that's play, but maybe it is. I mean, I don't know. There is a treachery out. We could go like Mentat. We're not getting Wealth. That's off the table. We could pop the Water Peddlers Union and get a bunch of spice, but what is the value of 4 spice here? Not that high. This is a really good combat. Let's just do this. Maybe it's a mistake that I'm not going full space. We'll see. But if I win the combat, I can get the guild bump anyway. The problem with going Mentat here is it actually does set me back from Swordmaster because I can't just counter it with a Mentat visit. It probably does get me the treachery though. There's a lot of other good options. Like now that we have a BG card, Protective is a little better. Although not fantastic. So Memnon doesn't have to go Interstellar if he doesn't want to. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what that was about. Okay, there we go. So he's gonna get the wind traps. No? What are you doing, man? Okay, I have no idea what he's trying to do here. Yeah. Now, Beast could come over top of us if he has his ring, which I think he does. He's been playing kind of in a eccentric way. So who knows what he's going to do. We have a dagger as well. I don't think he has any. He doesn't have any daggers. So even if he puts 4 troops in, I think we're still fine. She takes Mentat from us. Interesting. Keen. Okay, so he is going to put the 4 in. Right? But again, unless he drew one of those daggers back, which 2 and 6, 1/3 chance that he did, and he ties us. Okay, so let's think about it. We could just, like, go to Carthag and lock that off. Or we could go to Imperial Basin and start gathering some spice. Go to Imperial Basin, we end up at 3 persuasion. If we go to Carthag, we also end at 3 persuasion, so it doesn't really make a difference. If we go to Carthag, though, and we win the combat, we didn't put the troops in. That's odd. Okay, well then I guess we don't need to go to Carthag. Really don't know what Beast is trying to do here. Good news is we can count on Tessia to fight Memnon for the Interstellar. The bad news is she's sitting right behind Memnon. I feel like this is a Shaggy Dog joke. What is he doing? Double negotiated is actually sweet for him. Get the Imperial Spy. I think I'm going to hold off on the Protectiva. We only have 1 BG card. We get a second BG card, let's talk about it. The withdrawals are kind of anti-synergistic with his spy satellites. This is definitely some kind of joke. I don't know what the joke is, but second wave, okay. Okay. Right now we don't have a garrison, but eventually this will be useful. Does he let me smuggle? He doesn't have any bumps at all. So surely he does. Oh my god. Bro, what are you doing? Okay, well, let's go ahead and use this. Prevent Beast from taking that. Right? No way they're gonna Mentat. Okay, not bad. We can make use of that eventually. These cards are telling me I need to fill my garrison. Maybe I should have gone Conspire. I think that would have been the better play. If I had gone like Haga Base and Conspire, would have been better. Memnon gets Interstellar again. The techs aren't that good, though. Dedo is decent, but takes a lot of work. He doesn't have any dreadnoughts. Might just get a free wind traps or just go down and back up again. So free wind traps, it looks like, is his answer. Solari, but that puts me 1 off. traps. Mimic quarters. Wonder how long that's gonna last. Vanity of the green one. That just cracks me up. I suppose I could take it. These guys aren't gonna go for it. Certainly, it's better to keep it out of Tessia's hands. My problem. Oh my gosh! Stop blocking me, dweeb. So the problem is, if I go tech negotiation, grab the guild bump, and then try to go interstellar next round. If I cash out for Solari, what's going to happen is I'm going to end up giving Swordmaster to green. We could go the High Council route and get Reverend Mother. We can do that right now anyway. No, the techs aren't really any... I mean, I think it's Mimic Orders. Right? What about selective breeding? We don't have a card to trash. It's a respectable 5. Puts us below the big boys, but whatever. We should be able to get the first Swordmaster next round. Just go to smuggling. Yeah, just go to smuggling, get the 1 Solari, go up. That's 8. I get the sense these players are a little bit more inexperienced, although the Memnon player is playing pretty well, and I have a feeling that he knows what he's doing. Problem with Mimic Quarters is I don't think we're going to be able to get it. We don't have that many bumps at the moment. It's already round 3, so... If we get the Treachery, then great, but it's not where we're at right now. I think Beast is going to find that he doesn't want to retreat his troops very often. Maybe here he will. Okay, so 5 Persuasion. Jamis is solid and helps us towards the Mimic Quarters. And the CGA is also pretty decent. If we pick up Jamis, we could potentially get a 3 that was worth something. Let's get CGA. Assassination mission. Nah. Just starting deck left over here. CJ does have faction access, so she helps a little bit with the Mimic Quarters, although I only need 1 with Guild. I do hate not going Interstellar, though. But if I go Interstellar, I give it to Memnon, so it's not really an option. This might have been a High Council game. Two Spice? Oh. She's got the Fremen thing going on. That's cool. Funny thing, again, is that he's got spy satellites, so these power plays are, like, not that valuable. I mean, they're still good. Double negotiated. He's got 6. Grabs a Treachery. He's definitely got a thing going. Oh my god. Good luck getting a faction alliance. I need to get these because they're going to really help turn that Mimic Quarters on. be hard to beat Beast. He's got so many troops. These two work together, kinda. Okay, so now I can get there. Either go wealth, or I could go smuggling. You know, or I could just play my signet ring somewhere. Yeah, let's do this. This gets me to 8 without giving it to Memnon, you know. I could recall for spice. Don't really want the text is the thing, so let's recall for spice. First Swordmaster of the game, round 4, is kind of crazy. This is kind of just one of those weird games. There's my 2 troops that I can use with my second wave. Don't even think I've used Ruthless Negotiator yet, which is so crazy. But there's been a serious dearth of Solari. The question is she going to Highliner? I mean, Highlinering over a guild bank raid would be kind of weird, but she's got the spice and it's probably burning a hole in her pocket. She only catched in one of the snoopers. All the troops. Man, how am I going to beat this guy in a combat? Drop another dagger. I don't know how useful that is. Good Haga Basin. We want to play the diplomacy. We still can't get these. It's not true. If we play dagger, we could get a power play. Okay, just kidding. We can't do that. Be buying. These texts suck. Good news is I'll be the last one to play anything unless Beast goes Mentat again. So I'll know what he's got. Spaceport. Get that out of the way. Invasion ships is interesting. Not worth my money, but maybe it is just to be able to get the Victor online from the troops. Still suits. I think the play here is selective breeding, and we try to get a power play. And we didn't put more troops in. We could try to win the combat. Let's just try to get the power play. We have amendment quarters, you know. . Perfect. The question is, will there be a power play left for me? I don't think there will be. One of them's gone. With 4 cards in hand, I think the beast is going to take the other one. Yeah. Well, we'll get Reverend Mama. We already have a sister, so it works. Faction. Test of Humanity to go with it. That's exciting. Still have 5 troops after that. I kind of want the spice. We're going last, though, so odds of getting it aren't great. Sister and Mohiam are in the same side of the deck, though. I think we want that more than we want smuggling. I think right now, if all things were equal, I would want to go... This is a really good combat to win, though. That's the thing. So maybe it's Hardy Warriors, even though I want to go Wealth Mentat. Because, like, who knows if I go Wealth, who knows if Mentat is still available for me. A little bit weird that nobody's taking a Sword Master. There it is. I think I do this. Just because we need spice. For multiple things. Okay, Highliner, that shuts off that possibility most likely. He's sitting on 14... Yes, he's sitting on 14 Solari, not doing anything with it. It is odd. Oh, well, that explains it. Man, I would really like this Machinations, I just can't do it. I could do Selective Breeding, but I think that ends up screwing up my combo for next round. I kind of want to Conspire, honestly. There, Tessie gets a second Snooper. Or is it a third Snooper? Third Snooper. Looks like Wealth's going to be available. That's kind of scary. Now he's got an alliance. All these faction bumps really don't make sense with his Spy Satellites play, to be honest with you, but it's fine with me. Let's go grab a point and some Solari. And depending on what Beast does, the Mentat. Could screw up our combo, though. So maybe we just want to go to like a city. After all, we can use that Solari next round. We're at the point where Protectiva looks pretty good, actually. It's kind of spicy. Dang, there goes my test of humanity. That was going to be so fun. Oh. Sayadina. Your faction access. And maybe a little bit more. And your BG. Are you worth early revealing for? He does take the Mentat. Damn, this guy is on my ass. He still has to take another action, so I think we should just go ahead and... I don't know if that's a good or a bad draw. It does let us get the 2 of these. How badly do we want the water? I don't think badly enough. No, he's on a tie on the combat, so I don't think he's going to early reveal. Presumably he's going to go to one of his cities and just reinforce. Or smuggling. To be honest, I didn't want to draw this. It does give me enough spice to potentially go Highliner, though. Well, yeah, it does. I do need the guild access for the Mem Quarters. Reveal. Got lucky being a little bit greedy. We're gonna take Sayadina. We're gonna take Protectiva. Double withdraws. I don't think he's gonna do it. Okay, he's gonna do it. I don't see the point of that. You've got spy satellites, but whatever. He completely withdraws. Okay, you're gonna garrison lock yourself, bro. What is this? Now we've got the troops to use the second wave with next round. And everyone else besides Beast is pretty much out of troops. Well, that's not but... Techs are still kind of no good. We could get invasion ships. That's a bit more, you know, interstellar shipping, but it's around 6. I don't know that that's any good. I think probably just a visit to Highliner is better. In fact, a visit to Conspire might be better. He didn't expect that's funny. Yeah, he's pretty much got infinite water at this point. Deserved. Okay. I don't understand you fumbles, but okay. Tessie is like, no way am I letting Memnon get Swordmaster. Valid. Beast doesn't have guild access, so we get to go Interstellar. It's a point combat, so there's a reason why we might want a Highliner. So, what about techs? I don't see that I need a tech. Invasion ships, you know, if we take tech, spice, I mean, it comes at like costing us 1 spice, but that's still a spice that takes us off of the Highliner. So, You know, I think we just recall here, honestly. Oh, wait a minute. Undo. We're not. We advance recall. Sorry. I thought I was one of the other dots. Okay. Take Solari. Because we're Memnon. Go up with somebody. I don't know. Fremen is the safest. Next stop, Mentat, if it's still around. This is enough troops to potentially win the combat. Next combat's better than this one, but I think we do want to highliner. That puts a higher priority on getting the highliner now. Tessia's last snooper is on BG, which makes it dangerous to go up with them. In terms of Mimic Quarters, I'm one away on Fremen. I'm one away on every faction, so it is starting to look a little bit achievable. The question is, how badly does Memnon want to highliner here? Maybe he doesn't, and he just likes the spice for value. I feel like Red's going to take the Mentat again. Selective breeding. Interesting. Right? Mentat is pretty good here. Just full commit. We just really want to win. We need to use this to the victor, so. And if someone really tries to challenge us, we do have second wave. So 3 factions to go, 1 down. And we can still go Mentat if we really have to. We can even also go High Council. High Council with BG Sister gets us to 4 persuasion minimum, maybe 5. Probably doesn't do anything, but would set us up for later. Mentat's obviously preferable. Now we have enough water that we can go research station next round and get a spice must flow. Or use the Sayadina for a point. We could do that this round if we get Mentat. Interesting 3-troop deployment. I don't know what to make of that. You never know with Beast. He's pretty unpredictable. Because, like, he could just retreat everything out. You know? Like, he seems to really like to do that. Even though he has spy satellites. So, oh my gosh, this guy. Okay. So, Buying a Dreadnought does draw us a card. But I think Secrets is better. That's our second faction down. And we have Stage Incident. Which is perfect with this second wave. Let's hope that nobody has an Infiltrate card. Well, I guess the only person that has a card that could do that is Tessia, and she's out of actions, so... We're going to unload a lot of cards this round. I'd like this Imperial Spy. But, failing that, I'm happy with nothing. Red has been extremely diligent about denying me the Mentat. The more he puts in, the more I have to be concerned about my Stage Incident. Although I'll know if he retreats before I get a chance to play it, which is nice. I think the Mimic Order should be very doable. We just need Fremen and Emperor. We have extra access to those factions in our deck. I mean, you're going to put the troops in. There's also the possibility of just taking the BG Alliance. But I was worried about Tessia, but Tessia is still at 0 on here. The thing is, there's power play running around. Beast used one of them. No, they're both burned. This is not a game where I want to try to get alliances because of 2 power plays and 2 treacheries showing up. Okay, Beast. Let's see how it is. Let's go ahead and pick this up. Oh, he doesn't have the withdraws. And he does pick up the treachery, which is pretty funny. So, we're going to play the second wave. We're not going to play the Stage Incident. I don't see any reason to put another troop in. We have 3 troops that we can use for a point next round. This is most of the way to Sleeper. Beast is still at 0 on Guild. Only at 1 on Emperor. We have the BG combo. Go smuggling. Do we want Interstellar? I don't think so. Now the interesting thing is I could thread and Highliner again just by going here. I don't actually have the ability to go Highliner, so I don't think that makes a whole lot of sense. Let's open... That costs us spice. Let's open Secrets. It's a point, right? And 2 intrigue cards. I think it's better than Mentat. Although Beast is gonna probably take it from us, so maybe not. Advanced Weaponry is something. Glimpse of the Path is also something. Well, that's interesting. Doesn't appear to have guild access. spice. Maybe he just doesn't... We don't have enough spice, so he doesn't care. I actually don't care about the outcome of this combat. I just care about having 3 troops in. I can use Reverend Mother Mahayam to wreck everybody else. But I'd rather go to Mintat first. Knowing Beast, he's going to go there before me. But whatever. Problem is, I don't have access to a space that gives me the ability to put 3 troops in. So I think we use Glimpse the Path and see what it draws us. Research station's gone. Okay, so Beast is the one that's got to take Mentat from me, which he has shown a extreme willingness to do, actually. As for Mimic Orders, it's looking less likely. We still need 2 different factions. If we wait too long to use the Reverend Mother, then we don't actually screw anybody up. Although if we do Revealer, we get the 2 spice, and we can use it for our Sleeper Must Awaken. You know you're going to Mentat, right? Okay. He's not going to Mentat. Ideally, we get like Carthag, or less ideally, Siege Taber. Let's see what Glimpse the Path draws. It's only 1 card, right? Just 1 card and a water. It's kind of a bad exchange, honestly. Not good. Go ahead and draw our 2. That's pretty good. We can play the Spy, potentially. Playing the Mother is probably better. Maybe not, because again, we really do want those 2 spice. But I think that, I mean, we're playing against other people, right? And the effect it has on the people we're playing against is deleterious enough to make it worth it. Hard to say. Do we have a path to 10 this round? I don't think so. I think he's trying to draw into his treachery so that he can take my alliance off of BG. 4 cards in hand, 6 cards in deck. More likely than not, he doesn't have it. But maybe. He only drew 1 card. Carthag is gone. We do have the Signet Ring, and we can go to Siege Tabor and get those 3 troops. It would be at the cost of a High Council seat. Probably also of a Spice Must Flow. Siege Tabor. Okay. It doesn't have the treachery. He's just going for the combat win. Which makes sense. Problem is that does block me from using my stage incident. Okay, so we're playing above the board here. We're playing on top of the planet. So Red can't go to Emperor, probably doesn't want to. How valuable are more intrigue cards? Are they valuable enough to 3 cards? I mean, I don't know if their cards in hand matter that much now. I think it's better just to do this. Get the sure thing spice flow, you know? And Protectiva helps us get the, well, no, it doesn't. There's no cities available. But now we can play Reverend Mother and still get the Spice Must Flow. We just... Oh, the shadows. You go into secrets? Maybe I should have used Reverend Mother on you. Next turn we get Sayadina, and we have enough water to get the point from it, so I think we're going to win this game. Why did he use... I guess he just really wanted the intrigue card? Oh. Now I see why. Cute. Yeah, everyone's got a lot of points. But if we get... As long as we can get to wealth... You know, we just need one more faction. We just need Fremen. We have Fremen access in our next hand. Snoopers is interesting. You gonna do it again? Two points in the line. I don't think he would dare. So, what is it going to be? Mother or Spy? I think it's got to be Spy. Okay. That could help us win the next combat, but that's kind of in conflict with the stage incident. I knew I was giving Tessia Spice Must Flow by not playing the Reverend Mother, but I think that's okay. I'm more concerned about the other two players, to be honest. She'd already redeemed 3 of her snoopers. She doesn't have that much gas left. Advanced weaponry is probably... I think I'd rather play the sleeper here. Tessia does have 3 cards in hand, so maybe I'm making a mistake. If she wins the combat, all of a sudden I might regret it. Does she have a tech that matters? Not really. She's going to win the combat. I think I still win this game, though. We're due 1 spice from Basin, which we can use for the Allied Armada. Oh wait, we don't have an alliance. Maybe we should think about Sonic Snoopers and get rid of these 2. Like, plans within plans would be crazy. Definitely need to go to Fremen. Let's do this. This solves many of our needs at once. We have a 10th point from Mimic Orders. An 11th point from Stage Incident. Probably should have used the advanced weaponry, but... I'd rather have the Mentat option. What we want here is for Beast to win the combat. Memnon locks in BG. That's fine. Whatever. I wasn't really counting on having that alliance. Just kind of went there because it gave me 2 intrigue cards. 666s from Memnon. Very impressive. Okay, so we have the Mimic-Cores online, so that's done. I think we just really want to get to Mentat at this point. Get 1 from the Imperial Basin. Now, winning the combat is better than staging an incident, so if somehow we can do that, it would be worth it. Tessie has 8 spice, though, so it's a little bit of a questionable proposition. Is Beast going to go Mentat to deny me? No. Cool. We actually have more faction access, so if we want to, we can keep pushing the envelope a little bit. Mama, who's turned on, by the way. We also have a Spice Must Flow if we want it. That's probably better. Memnon Highliner is interesting. He has 6 cards in hand, so if he wins the combat, he has a decent chance of winning the game. Well, he'd go to... No, I don't think so. Because I have... If I reveal now, I have Spice Must Flow, Stage Incident, that's 11. Mimic-Cores is 12. I don't have to really care about what Memnon does, I don't think. Reverend Mama is a nice insurance policy, right? Extra spice. CGA is a shipping bump. Doesn't matter because their only yellow is her, so we can't really cash anything out. Oh, Vanity of the green one is Shrek. That's so funny. Man, I really wish I could play this Reverend Mother. It does, though. It does just cost me my my Spice Must Flow. I don't think it's like possible, you know. Technically, I have 1 persuasion to play with, so, you know, I can go to, like, still suits or something, you know? CGA can go to Carthag, I guess. Why not? Well, one reason is maybe I get stolen from. Memnon could visit secrets by discarding a card. Do that, but he could. And then there's a 25% chance I lose one of my critical techs. There's nothing really worth drawing in here. So... just wealth, I guess? This gives me more Solari than wealth does. You know what? There is a Test of Humanity in play. That doesn't matter. Because we can just lose a truce. We go to fold space here to block Tessia from going there, which would be relevant if she has plans within plans. To be fair, she could just go to still suits instead, but I don't know what her access is. Maybe she has a card that accesses guild and doesn't access Fremen, you know? Minma has more spice than us now. Not great. There's 2 cards here that don't have persuasion, so we really can't go to Arakeen safely. By the shuttle fleet. Well, that's going to get you what you want, if you've got plans. And hey, the Solari might matter for a tiebreaker. Probably not, but who knows. Lost on a Solari tiebreaker before, so. Now there still is the question of the Snoopers. Problem is, if we go grab the Snoopers, that means we're going to Dreadnought. That's going to draw us a card, but unless that card is specifically convincing argument, it costs us a Spice Must Flow. So that's not worth it. Now, with Tech Negotiation open, that's a different question. Now, all of a sudden, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 cards that could work. I'm just kidding, it's not available. Murky, we can't afford it. How badly do we want to slam Memnon's hand? Costs him a point, costs me a point. Doesn't seem like a worthwhile transaction. We just reveal. That's 10. Yes, Memnon has more spice than us, but we have a point card. And Mimiquarters. Now we're only 1 point ahead of him because he bought the Spice Must Flow. We could have wiped out Tessia's whole hand and forced her to reveal early, but I don't think it's worth it. Unless the card she draws is plans within plans. But she doesn't have 3 on guild, so I'm not going to worry about it. She also doesn't have 3 on Fremen, so the card doesn't do anything for her. We had to build a path this game that did not involve alliances because of the cards that were out. Okay, that card's out of the way. So Beast has 1 point from Spy Satellites. So it's really not doing very much for him. It's a point, and we worked damn hard for our Mimiquarters point. But he put a lot of work into getting that early game. I think he probably crippled his economy a little bit. I think we win this. I'll have to see what kind of intrigue magic these other 2 have. But with 1 point in my hand, I'm basically getting a 12. So they would have to have something pretty major. Memnon would have to have something, basically. He doesn't have 3 techs. He doesn't have enough Spice Must Flows, right? He has 1. Does he qualify for a plans point? He does. So we're going to stage an incident. I've got it unless intrigue cards screw with it. 11. Oh, yeah, I'm at 12. I forgot. Okay. Endgame points. Let's see them. Sweet. Let's go, Memnon. Ooh, that was a fun one. There's so many different different ways to get points. We had 2 intrigue cards, a Mimic Quarters, a Sayadina, 2 Spice Must Flows, some factions, a combat. We're all over the place. That's what I'm talking about when I say Memnon is a more flexible character than people think. It's not just like, you know, Mentat, High Council, Spice Must Flow, Spice Must Flow, Spice Must Flow. It can also just be, you know, I draw a bunch of cards, my cards are good, I can do good things with them. That's what this game was. Funny thing is, I never actually played Reverend Mama. I was just revealing her over and over again. The last reveal didn't do anything. I was on 3 spice, but the first one did. So what card made the difference for us? Like, if we had to credit a card with our win, what was it? I think it actually might just be Sayadina. Maybe CGA, but I don't think so. It gave us some good bumps, but we ended up 1 more bump than we needed. 2 more bumps than we needed for the Mimic Quarters. So I don't know about that one. Sayadina having a point at the end was really worthwhile, and having Fremen access was also worthwhile. We didn't pick her up till very late, though, so I don't feel good crediting her per se. Might just be the BG sister. This thing, I mean, the 2 persuasion mattered, the access mattered. I think I could go either way on these, Sayadina or BG sister. Imperial spies were really good too. Although I think the cards they gave me weren't always that impressive. If I had played my Dreadnought, it wouldn't have made a difference here. I'd still come in comfortable 4th place in the combat. So, all right. Well, I'd have to go back and watch the replay to see what the Imperial Spies gave me. But for now, I'm going to say that the MVP card of the game was actually Bene Gesserit's sister. Maybe so. Anyway, that's my master rank up game. I was in the Philippines a long time, so it took me quite a while to get there. 202. There we go. All right, well, see you guys later.